Like I was saying earlier, one of your biggest inspiration was Tiger Woods. What's your relationship with him now like?
Oh, you know, as you said earlier, he's my dad. So, so no, he's been great. First time I met him in 2018. This is hilarious. It was possibly the most nervous I've ever been on the golf course.
Wow.
My entire life. More nervous than the Ryder Cup. More nervous than the long drive thing that I'm doing today. It was by far the coolest, most nerve-wracking experience. Number 10, Torrey Pines. That's where I played with him the first time. He asked me to go play. I was like, yeah, let's do it. Why not? And we get out there, media everywhere, and Tiger just stoic as ever. You know, and I've been texting with him a little bit, but shook his hand and just like nothing. There was nothing. He just look at you.
He just blocked
That's
everything
crazy.
out, huh?
Walk right past you like you were nothing.
That's crazy.
And that's when I first met him. Yeah, you'd be like this and he'd just look at you and just look away and not even know you were there anymore. That's how weird but amazing it was. So I talked to him. Okay, cool, whatever. Go to the 10th tee, hit a drive. And as we're just walking down the course, I don't know what to say to him, right? Because he's my idol, right? And somebody I've grown up wanting to play golf with and compete against. And for the first 2 or 3 holes, there was really not much at all to be said. And then finally on 12, I asked him about something in his putting. And it's like, because I'm a geek when it comes to putting and golf and whatever, right? Everybody calls me a scientist, whatever. He's a nerd as well.
Mm-hmm.
Complete nerd. And I love it. It's super awesome. I started talking about putting and he just goes down the rabbit hole, man. It was as deep as you think you could go with putting. He went even deeper.
To the dimples on the ball?
He
went deeper than that.
Oh yeah.
That's
Like
crazy.
he knows anything and everything about putting.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And so we just connected super well from that.
Is he hard? Now, it's got to be hard, too, because when you play in a match, you've been grouped with Tiger before in a round, right? When you play with him, there's fucking everybody around in the group.
Yeah.
Does that work for you? Do you like playing
So
with
it did.
2 shitty golfers and you have nobody watching you? Even though you draw some people as well.
No, I love it. I think in 2018, that's one of the reasons why I won at TPC Boston for the Dell Technologies. I played with him Saturday, and the crowd is huge, obviously, paired with him, Tiger and I. He goes out and he's playing pretty well, but for whatever reason, I felt like I was feeding off of that crowd when they were going crazy for Tiger. So, for example, Tiger hits his drive on 2, and it was just right down the middle, whatever. And I was hitting it past him probably 20 yards, something like that at the time. And I would stripe a drive, and there'd be just a little clap, and then Tiger would hit, and be like, yeah, let's go. Everybody's going crazy, right? So that's the difference you have. That's a different dynamic. And I still tried to use that energy and play well. And so ultimately, I went and shot 63 that round, and he shot 68. And
It's got to be tough, too, when he's like not...
Yeah.
When he's not in your group, though, too, you got to be mindful, right, of when he's like hitting sometimes, because doesn't it?
You do, because he could walk and the crowd walks and goes crazy and starts yelling Tiger. So he, his whole entire life, has had to control crowds by his motion to be respectful towards other players. People don't understand how much of a mental toll that actually is. They think it's nothing, but it's actually like, okay, when do I move? How do I move to make sure I'm not affecting other players?
Right.
He is cognizant of that.
Or you could use it in your favor and be kind of like slimy and like when you're guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Just take one step.
just take one step right when you're hitting right.
I'm sure there was
the whole crowd just
yes,
needs one.
I'm sure there was times where that happened.
Yeah.
But again, that's what happens when you're the greatest, pretty much the greatest of all time.
Is he still the same when he hits a bad shot? Like just completely like just...
No. He's emotional. He's very emotional.
Have you ever watched
he gives
TV?
himself...
Have you ever watched TV?
Well, I've seen videos of him saying like, "Come
cameras on
on,
him,
Tiger,"
though.
like stuff like that.
He's been
Like,
fined before for saying things.